Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zoned. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gophers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down in line. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive. Quarterback may change this route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers are threatening on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
It's just so nice.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll start this drive firing. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, a first-half turnover. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's gone. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're going to get smashed right in the face. I'll take the ice. I'll take the touchdown.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered.
Turning it on! And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Galladay. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Let's go. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll leave it with him. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's gone. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.